elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will go on the attack first. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much. Consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Palmer, I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. When you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. Connection to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A&M comes back out with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got his man on the outside. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage.
Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Aggies will try to put one on the board on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the SMU Mustangs offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned...
He's loose. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Just keep slinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Torres. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown! Thanks. Great job by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah,
there he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally with the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on 2nd down. The quick out. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. No, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Really nice job by the defense there. Expecting run on that play, making the tackle, and now giving yourself a chance to get off the field.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
Losing it.
Slips one guy, now he's loose. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He shed tackles right and left and housed them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gets it to the back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Red pass hits complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes times in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The corners are walked up tight. The give on the option.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throw...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he got away from the D, they had no
score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And back to the air on second down. They've got the screen set up. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, you've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look,
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before. The half.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the... Turning it on! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
From the red zone, it's Torres. Breaks the tackle. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. They are forced to settle for 3.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Dumps it off in the flats. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Release to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Runs through the tackle. Brings into the open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right on the money. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Balls and fired complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit room so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. On the other side, well, they're just taking them right to the bus.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
First down for the offense.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
42, SMU 10.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Strong pass rush. Gets quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so...
There he goes! They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Punt is on its way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go to the toss. Got room to work. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Reads it, fires complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to return it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on